Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1986. Today, we're going to talk about Arkanoid. The story of Arkanoid takes us back to Taito. We have talked about Taito before. They have been responsible for Space Invaders, Kicks, and Jungle Hunt. We last talked about a Taito-developed game in our video on elevator action. For Arkanoid, Taito wanted to create a new block breaker arcade game, thinking that the genre was going to have an upturn in popularity. They held a competition within the company to design a new game. This contest was won jointly by Akira Fujita and Hiroshi Tsujino. Taito instructed the two programmers to combine their ideas together. Fujita would be in charge of planning, while Tsujino would create the levels and graphics. The gameplay borrows heavily from Atari's 1976 arcade game Breakout, while the aesthetic for the game was inspired by the 1982 film Tron. Hisayoshi Ogura, the founder of Taito's house band Zuntada, would create the music for the game. Arkanoid is a block breaker game. The player plays as a small craft known as the Vouse, which is ejected from the starship Arkanoid. The Arkanoid is being attacked by a mysterious entity from space named Do. With the Vouse, the player must hit a ball into the bricks above it. Some bricks will drop power-ups that will do various different things, such as increase the length of the Vouse or slow the ball down. If the player is able to clear all the bricks in a level, the player will move on to the next stage. If the player is able to make it to the 33rd level of the game, the player can take on the game's final boss, Do. At this point, the player will no longer be able to continue if they run out of lives, which was available for the rest of the game. Taito released Arkanoid to Japanese arcades on April 26, 1986. Romstar would publish the game to American arcades in August 1986, and Taito would release the game to European arcades in November 1986. That is a short backstory to Arkanoid. With that told, it's time to play the game for ourselves. And here we are in the game. This is Arkanoid. As you can see, copyright 1986 by Taito. This is going to be an interesting game. The game originally comes with a paddle or a dial set of controls, so you basically like twist it and you can move left or right that way. Now once you get good at that, you can be very precise and very quick about it. I do not have those controls. So instead I have mapped it out to kind of a weird combination of the mouse and keyboard. So I'm going to do what I can here, but just know that it would normally be a little bit easier, but the game is fairly difficult. I would argue it's a little bit more difficult than people think it is. So I'm going to do what I can. Plus the demo in this game. Look how bad this is. They're showing a level in which there are gold indestructible bricks there, and the demo doesn't seem to be doing what is the obvious solution, which is go up the left side and in to get rid of the bricks. But like, this is what the game showcases. I just don't understand why this showcase exists. Alright, we have the records of the bravest fighters of Arkanoid here. I hope to make the list. I do not guarantee that I will. Let's do what I can here. Once again, the controls are a little wonky for what I'm trying to do, but the mouse works a lot better for me than the keyboard. Let's go ahead and put in 5 credits. Now, there is a little bit of an introduction to the game. I'm going to do my best to read it. It goes very quick, so I'm just going to do my best here. The era and time of this story is unknown. After the mothership Arkanoid was destroyed, a spaceship Vouse scrambled away from it, but only to be trapped in space, warped by someone. And that's the story. Okay, so it's a basic brick breaker game to start, but we do get these power-ups along the way. I can't always focus on grabbing them, though, because I need to keep the ball going. Or I could do neither. Now, kind of the key to getting your first power-up is trying to... I keep on trying to go for the corners, and that gives me more time to grab the power-ups. But that is what's also causing me to fail here. I really wanted that power up, but it was just too far away. Nope. That's the one I really want. There. All right. Longer is better. And now I got, I call it like glue. I think it was G for glue. And what I'm really looking for is to get up top, and I can then go through all of those. Let's try that again. Yeah. This is the one that I want. No! Told you the wonky sepal was going to get to me, wasn't it? That was not good. All right, let's try that again. I need to remember not to click the mouse because that destroys my setup. And that's what I did. I have a fire button on the keyboard for this. Let's remind myself of that. I could have gotten that power up, but just felt... Okay, a little bit longer. That helps. Maybe I could have gotten that one, but that one was risky. The problem is that I end up going for the power-ups. All right, there's the laser. That's what I want. All right, laser! Obviously, laser is my favorite. And I get distracted often while using it. I'm gonna make it past round 1. That's... Yeah. The multi-ball... It's good, but then, like, I lose it almost instantaneously. I would say probably about 90% of the time. Couldn't get the laser. All right, let's see if we can't time this. Nope. Okay. Back up top. Okay. Nope. Had to get that. Okay, we have some other enemies showing up here, but there's not much that I can do here. I didn't even see what that was that I got. I think it was S. Maybe it went a little bit slower. That's what we got. All right, we made it through round 1. I feel accomplished. All right, I want... no, I want... There. There we go. No, you didn't stay up long enough. All right, longer. There. Stay up there longer. Okay. No. Maybe. Okay. Notice how the ball ends up going faster because of this, but you get so many more points doing this. I'm just hoping to get... Okay, well, I mean, that's useful. Okay, I think I got an extra life out of that. There we go. Yeah, I believe that the longer you keep the ball going, the faster it goes, as if it's not already fast to start. All right, laser! No! I didn't anticipate it hitting something over there. I was so focused on, like, I have the laser, let's use it. All right, no! Oh, I'm so close to beating level 2. They're not gonna let me do it. All right, just one more. Nope. How dare you? No, that's not gonna do it. No! No, I was so close. I only had one brick. All right, we got back up there, just for a little bit though. Those things screw me over. I don't anticipate them coming. All right, like there. There we go. All right, I think that got me an extra life. That's the same jingle. All right, now multi-ball is super effective. But now that, like, any of them could come my way at any point. I lost one already. Okay, I'm down to one, but you know what? We got a lot of work done thanks to them. Like, what was that? Why'd it go so hard that way? All right, there. Just all the way on the end, and it'll eventually come my way. Like the way that the triangle hit it, it went... Now I'm just bad. Now I'm just bad. The way the triangle hit it that one time, just... It didn't go the way that I expected. I thought I got that. Can we not make it past level 2? No. No. Okay. That's the laser. Okay. That one didn't do me like it has before, but... I keep on trying to get the sharp angles, and that is not helpful. There. Okay. Slower. That will help, because this level can get intense. Okay. We got up there again. I have no excuse for that one. They've spawned multiple ones, and I missed all of them. Laser! Okay, focus on the left. No, I lost it! I got the power... Yeah. Why can't the power-up stack? Because you're bad, that's why. Alright, if I can't make it out of round 2, I don't think there's too much point in me continuing. Alright, let's go there. Okay. No. How dare you? Alright, up there. I told you I wasn't the best, right? I keep on proving it, time and time again. There. Got it. It's like, just sometimes you just have to focus. I thought I got the laser there. I thought I had wrangled it, but no. Okay. You know what? We're making some progress here. It's not the kind that I would like to make. I'm gonna give it 3 more tries here. I can do this, I swear. Like, the problem isn't, like, the strategy. My strategy is sound. I just can't implement my strategy. It's like, clearly I need to get up there. I just can't always do it. And then when I do, it doesn't stay. Okay. Slows it down. I thought it was going to hit the triangle. I thought it... Okay, up there. Yeah, the triangles do shoot it like in random directions, seemingly. It doesn't do the normal kind of reflective bounce. Okay. Glue. Why did the glue not work that one time? And then there's an automatic timer on it. I'm just not playing good. I'm just not playing good. Yep, I could have gotten it, but I was scared. It should have hit it. It should have hit it. All right, if I can't get out of round 2 by the end of these, there's no point in me continuing, like I said. Out of these credits. Okay. Focus. This is a simple game. But it's so fast. It just makes you feel bad every time you mess up. It's like, it reminds me of billiards. Where, you know, I can visualize what needs to happen in my mind. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen when I hit the ball. The same thing here. It's just, I hit the ball, this is what I want to happen. And then it doesn't. Just trying to just hit it to the right. Didn't work out. Okay. That should give me a little bit. I'm not... there. Oh, I got the glue. Okay. I'm so bad at this. All right, go. Like I said, I have fun with the game. I'm just not good at it. I felt like, once again, that went through the paddle. But I don't think that one did. Okay. I feel like some of these are a lot better than others. What? I'm clearly getting worse. Yeah, okay. I just can't play anymore. So we're going to leave it there. That is enough for me today. I have showcased that I cannot play this game. Like I said, though, it is fun. But with the game played, it's time to talk about how it holds up today. Playing the game today, I did have fun playing Arkanoid. I had to say it out loud because I'm sure it didn't necessarily look like it. The game is fun, it is frustrating, it is straightforward and simple, but it's still difficult, at least in my mind, with at least the control scheme that I had. If you have the paddle or the dial, your results may vary. But the game is straightforward and simple, like I said. It's break the bricks, and you get level ups along the way that will help you. Power ups, I should say. But I would love if they got stacked, right? Instead of, grabbing the laser. If you pay careful attention, you can see the entire valve shrink down way smaller than it normally would be, and then expand back out with the laser. In a couple of my practice runs, that shrinking, that little temporary shrink, actually doomed me a couple times. I just wish those power-ups stacked. That way I could be extended with lasers, and it's slow, and there's multi-ball going, all that kind of stuff. But the way that the game works, it's very fast-paced. It's almost frenetic, almost to the point that I felt like looking up, is this the normal pace? But as far as I can tell, that is the normal pace of the game. So I think there is a lot of potential here, but there are some balance issues that we have talked about in several other games. I think they apply to this one as well. There's just some balance issues that if they were able to fix it and give you a little bit more of an introduction instead of just kind of shooting you into it pretty harsh to start, I think it would be more fun. Like I said, it is fun as it is, but there are definitely improvements to be made. I think the gameplay is fairly solid, just with a couple fixes, slower pace to start and then pick it up a little bit more slowly as you go, power-ups that stack, so that it really does feel like you're super powerful by the end instead of you just have one at a time. And you can get punished for hitting the power-ups. I'm not a big fan of that. But those things can be easily fixed. But ultimately, the game is fun. Like I said, you can easily pick up and understand what it is you're trying to do, which is why the demo was so weird that it didn't showcase that. You can, it's just a quick one to pick up and play, and it is a quarter eater because it's an arcade game in the 80s, so it is trying to take as many quarters from you as quickly as possible, and that's kind of why I think the difficulty is as high as it is. In terms of the graphics, I don't think this game needs a lot of graphics. It just needs to really provide the gameplay for you. So the graphics, I think, are good for what they are. I don't really think we need more than what it is. The sound, it could be improved. I'm not always a huge fan of the repetitive dings that you get every time you hit a brick or one of the gray bricks that has the high-pitched ding. But ultimately, the sound's good for what it is. I wish that there was a better background soundtrack going along with you. I don't think there was anything. Just something in the background to kind of motivate you would have been nice. In terms of replayability, I think that this game does have a lot of replayability. I kept on going. I kept on wanting to make it further, even though it was clear my skill level with the setup that I had was not going to cut it. Even with the practice runs that I did, I wasn't able to make it past level 3. I made it past level 2 in one of my practice runs, but not for you guys. But ultimately, this game is fun, and to a modern audience, it's still going to be fun. There's just going to be a couple things that are going to upset a modern audience that is used to shooters or brick breaking games that have come after this one. But in terms of the upgrades from the original Breakout, I think there are significant upgrades, and it warrants having this second game, and I would definitely choose to play this version of the game over the original Breakout any day. And to a modern audience, I would recommend dropping a couple quarters in and seeing how frustrated you get playing the game in its original context. It's not easy. And that's my modern take on the game. When the game was released, Arkanoid proved to be popular. In Japan, the game became one of the highest-grossing arcade games of 1986 and was the highest-grossing arcade game of 1987. The game was also successful in the United States and the United Kingdom throughout 1987. Critics at the time were also positive about the game. In particular, the game's gameplay and simplicity were praised. Arkanoid would see ports, sequels, and re-releases. We will keep an eye on these as we continue. As for Taito, Arkanoid would be their most successful arcade title in several years, and they would capitalize on that to stay in the video game industry. We will hear from Taito again. As for Akira Fujita and Hiroshi Tsujino, while they would continue to work in the video game industry, nothing they did would match the success of Arkanoid, and we will not hear from them again. As for Hisayoshi Ogura, he would continue to create video game music, and we will hear from Hisayoshi Ogura again in the future. That will do it for the story of Arkanoid for now. My name is ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when we watch a test.